I came here to file a restraining order against McDonald's and Ronald McDonald. I've got paperwork for a restraining order against a business, and then I have another stack of papers which is against a human being. And you know who that human being is. Ronald McDonald. I spent all this time filling out all this paperwork. I go to the clerk to hand it in. She starts looking at it. And then she looks at me and she starts laughing. She looks at me and she goes,
"You're filing a restraining order against the Ronald McDonald?"
And I said, "Yeah,
right."
She looks at me and she goes,
"Are you serious?"
And I said, "Yes, I'm dead serious." She calls over another guy, okay, another clerk here at the courthouse. And then they both started looking through the paperwork. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. And the guy says, "So let me get this straight, sir. You want to file a restraining order against the company McDonald and Ronald McDonald?" I says, "Yes." Duh. They look at me and they go,
"Are you joking with us?"
And I said, "No, I'm not joking with you." I said, "I'm dead freaking serious. This
I'm
is
not joking with you
aggravating."
at all.
I said, "Look, I'm a celebrity. I have I have an internet show called Perry Caravello Live, and this scumbag comes over and harasses me as well as my neighbors, and it's a pain in the butt." Okay? I said, "He was chasing one of my neighbors up and down the hallway of my apartment building."
Right. That's right.
It's just sick. They're shaking their heads like they've never heard of anything like this, okay? And the guy looks at me and he goes, "And you want a restraining order against McDonald's, the entire company?" And I said, "Yes. They're bringing over food I did not order." And they're looking at me and they're laughing like this is a freaking joke. And I said, "What are you laughing at? This is no joke. I'm being stalked. I'm sick and tired of this garbage." And then the clerk looks at me and he goes, "I don't know why you don't like McDonald's. I love McDonald's." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here. You're stupid."